Hi everybody, so I'm here to do a tutorial, very simple, on how I plan to cover my face or, cover up things for the summer. So this will be like a summer foundation tutorial, and it's very simple. I got this technique from one of my YouTubers that I subscribe to, a wonderful makeup artist named Goss Artist, I think, excuse me, it's his name. And this I found in his video he did on MAC's best and worst products. And one of the best products, of course, he told us about was the Mineralize Skin Finish Natural. And this was something that he briefly stated, and I said, I'm going to try that. So what he said to do is that if you really love your MSF, your, Mineralize Skin Finish, which is the acronym for it. If you really love this, you can actually use it for a foundation to give you a lightweight, coverage, but a full coverage, like more, this is very, very sheer. Most people, like myself, I use it to set my normal foundation. So this can be used to give you a heavier coverage by simply using a powder brush, and mine is a flat top elf brush, and your Fix Plus. We all love this stuff, right? So as you can see, I actually have concealed my problem areas because my issue is that I sometimes, have to cake on my makeup because I feel like I have these problem areas, which some of us like to call hyperpigmentation or acne scars, blemishes around the nose, around the mouth, and then here where all my acne scars lie. So I actually concealed my acne scars and blemishes with this new concealer called Boing by Benefit, and it's supposed to be industrial strength, and I like it because it has a powder finish. So I like my MAC concealer, it's great, but this has a powder finish. So for me as an oily person, a person that has like combination to oily skin, I feel like this works better for me. I don't get oily from it. So I've concealed those areas. This is a step that is optional because the first time I actually tried this, I didn't conceal my dark spots, and I was amazed at how much coverage I got from using this technique. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually highlight under my eye. Some people say conceal under your eye. When you conceal something, that means you're hiding it. I'm highlighting, so I've already concealed my dark spots, and I'm highlighting using my Mineralize concealer. Love this stuff. So I'm going to go under my eye with it. And this is just what I always do, when I do my makeup, I always highlight under my eye. And since I'm using a powder as my foundation, I'd rather highlight first. So I'm taking my MAC 224 brush, and I'm just blending out that concealer. And I know I had some things to say, not so great things to say about this brush, but it really is a great brush for blending out concealer, especially under the eye and under the brow. Love it. So now that that is all blended out, just want to add a little bit more there. Now that that's mostly all blended out, I'm actually going to take, and see, you can see where I put the concealer for my dark spots because I have a lot of them, like a lot. I really don't have flawless skin. Tinted moisturizers do not give me any coverage. I really need a full coverage foundation, and for the summertime, you don't want to have all that crap caked up on your face, especially for somebody like me. I'm oily. I have oily skin, so I really don't like when my face gets greasy and crap. So I'm going to take my MSF, and this is in the color Dark. And the first time I tried it, I did it with my deep dark because I know that may be what I will transition to during the summer when I start to tan and get that flawless golden skin. So, but right now my color is dark because that's my, natural color. But so, basically what you want to do is you want to saturate your brush with the product. So, see that? And then you want to take your Fix Plus and simply just wet the brush a little bit. It doesn't need to be soaking wet. And then just pat it all over. And you'll be amazed, like I was, at the amount of coverage you get from this technique. I mean, this stuff is already sheer to begin with. So, I'm going to go in and do it again. And this is, you just can repeat these steps for your whole face. This stuff is pretty sheer. I mean, like I said, this is stuff people normally use to set their foundation. People who have, you know, the gift of gorgeous skin without flaw use this as their foundation. And I'm a firm believer that if you don't need to wear foundation, don't wear it. If you don't need that thick stuff, liquidy stuff, if you don't need all of that, don't wear it. So I remember in my college days when my skin was a little bit better and less flawed, I wore this as my foundation, but for this summer, this is like a beautiful trick. Like, it's very lightweight, but by simply wetting the brush and packing it on, you'll get the coverage you need. And so I'm just going all over. You don't want to wet it before you place it in the product because then it'll mess up your product. Like, I don't know if you've ever gotten like this ugly looking residue on your powder, your pressed powder, your blot powder, or whatever. That's from oil buildup. You know, you don't want to wet the brush first. And so then I can go in and just kind of blend out our concealer. Blend out the line. And I typically don't set my concealer under my eye that much because I like to keep the brightness. So I'm just going to graze it under very lightly because I don't want it to lose that brightness. So there you go. Now I'm like fully covered. It's like perfect for me. And like I said, I have very flawed skin. Like, my blemishes are dark, they're bad, they're all over. This side is worse than this side, but so I really need a full coverage. My full coverage foundation that I absolutely love is the Studio Tech, and this gives me just enough coverage, very lightweight, not cakey. So what you can do afterwards, if you feel like it's too powdery, is always take your Fix Plus and mist it, and that, sorry, I got it in my mouth, that takes away the powdery look if you have it at all. And then I'm going to take just a normal step that I always do. Just started using this blunt blunt blush by MAC. Absolutely love it for contouring. At first I was not a believer, but now I am. I'm just going to take it in the hollows around my temple to contour. Love this stuff. I do have a contour and highlight video up, as you can see. My techniques are ever changing because I am self-taught. I watch YouTube faithfully every day. After work, I'm watching like 5, 6, 7, 8 videos. So my techniques change as I learn new things. I'm always at MAC, questioning artists, finding out new ways to do things. So my eyebrow technique has changed. My contouring technique is a little different. So I can also post updated tutorials on that. I'm actually going to contour a little bit more on this side. Here we go. Take the excess around my hairline. And this can definitely be an everyday. You know, I went out tonight to like a spoken word club type thing, and this is what I wore. So it's perfect. The coverage is great. And so I'm going to do a little bit of a lip. Put on something here. And this is a Revlon lip butter in the color Gumdrop. It's like a purple. And then I'm using Lilac Pastel by Revlon. This is a purple. And that's going to be on my lips. I'm not really a fan of lip liner. I wear it sometimes, but I'm not really a fan. And so, there you go. There's the final look. You can see that I have a good amount of coverage. So, like I said, all you need is your Mineralize Skin Finish, a powder brush. I suggest a flat top one just so you can pack it on, and some Fix Plus. And there's my summer foundation. Don't gotta go out and spend some money. So I hope that you guys learned a little bit from this. I know some of my Instagrammers have asked me to post this. Hope you like it. Hope it works. Love you.